Welcome back, everybody, to 31 1990s horror movies for Halloween, where I'm counting down my favorite horror movies from the 1990s. So at number 27 today, we're looking at a very underrated werewolf movie that has such a great design for its werewolf. More people need to see this one, and that is Bad Moon. This is a movie that I was guaranteed to love when I first saw it. I'm a dog person, and one of the main characters in this movie is a German Shepherd. It's a werewolf movie. I love werewolf movies. And to top it all off, what makes this movie really great is it starring Michael Pare. Now, if you don't know who Michael Pare is, it's a shame. I mean, not a lot of people know who Michael Pare is. But he starred in Streets of Fire, one of my all-time favorite movies. This movie is fantastic. Michael Pare is a very underrated actor that never got the credit he deserves, so I'm always happy to praise him in a movie that he's in. So, yes, this is a werewolf movie, and it is, in a way, your typical werewolf movie, but it's a typical werewolf movie that's done so well. So, Michael Pare plays this guy named Ted, who was bitten by a werewolf, and he's brought in to live with his sister, who is also a lawyer, and his nephew, and their dog, who is this big German Shepherd. Now, Ted is trying to find a cure for his werewolfism, and it's not your typical werewolf movie. He doesn't change only during the full moon. He changes whenever the moon is out. So there's a little more urgency to the situation, because he doesn't have until the full moon. He has whenever the moon is out. So he's trying to find a cure for his werewolfism. He turns into a werewolf at night and goes around killing people. And the only person, or the only one who knows that there's something wrong is the German Shepherd, Zeus. In a way, the main character of the movie, not as much as you would expect. We do focus on everybody. We focus on Ted, we focus on his sister, we focus on his nephew. But a good focus on this movie is the rivalry between Ted and the dog. Because Zeus knows that there's something up. Zeus knows that Ted is a danger to his family. So a lot of the movie is from the point of view of the dog, and I love when movies do that. We don't hear the dog talk, which I appreciate even more. It's just we know what the dog is thinking because we know the dog wants to protect his family. Right away, we care about the main character, Zeus, because he's a dog, and if you are a dog lover, you will enjoy this movie because you're on his side. He's like, oh, you cute little poochie, you take out that big bad werewolf. But yeah, the movie is not only good because of the fact that the dog is one of the main characters. The effects work here is pretty good. There is a transformation here that's really wonky. It's not one of the best transformations in a werewolf movie. In fact, I would probably say it's one of the worst. But that's just one scene in the movie. Everything around that is so well done. The werewolf design in this is so good. This is one of the meanest looking werewolves we have in a werewolf movie. It's such a good design, and it's one of those things I talked about earlier in this series, simplicity. This is a simple design, and by making it simpler, it in a way makes it scarier. So yes, it's a good, effective, simple design for this werewolf. But very good. It's very good. And we also get some decent kills in this movie. Like, it's a werewolf, and a werewolf can fuck a person up, so it does a good job at showing the kind of damage that this monster can do. And it does a good job at first having us sympathize with Ted because he is a werewolf, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. But as he starts going against Zeus, who is this dog that's just trying to protect its family, we start turning against Ted a little bit. It's just like, because the dog's thoughts are so pure. I want to protect the people I love, and you can't help but be on the dog's side for that. But it also creates this danger because Zeus is a German shepherd, and the people are killed by a canine-like beast, so it leads people to think that Zeus might be responsible for the kill. So that creates this extra layer of tension, because we know Zeus didn't do anything wrong, but he's a dog. He can't tell anybody what's wrong. So we really sympathize with the dog, and it creates a lot of suspense in this movie. That's the best part of this movie, like I said, the rivalry between Ted and Zeus. Because since Ted is a werewolf, it creates this alpha male rivalry between the two of them. It's interesting. I mean, yeah, Ted is a human, but he is also an animal because he's a werewolf. So, yeah, there's this alpha male like rivalry between the two. But yeah, there's not much else to say about Bad Moon. It's just a very, very good werewolf movie. I always like to watch a werewolf movie around Halloween. I think werewolf movies are perfect for the Halloween season. So, after you've gone through, you know, The Howling, American Werewolf in London, Dog Soldiers, all the greats, check out Bad Moon. It's a very underrated werewolf movie that deserves more love. So yes, Bad Moon, fantastic horror movie, fantastic werewolf movie for the 90s. God, I wish we got more werewolf movies. I really do. I love werewolf movies.